Hello, YouTube. This is Jazz Wiley's vlog. It. So, in this vlog, sorry, I was sitting across. I have my legs crossed. So, in this vlog, I'm going to talk about everything that I always talk about: health, mood, exercise, and little things that have happened to me in the past week. So, to start it off, last week was my last week at my job because I'm transferring. So not like maternity leave last week, like transferring. So, which was bittersweet. It was really, really nice. Everybody, showed me a lot of love. Got a lot of gifts and just a lot of like hugs and emotionalness, and it was bittersweet. So that was like the highlight. One of the highlights of my week was just putting my emotions together and trying to deal with them all at one time with a new transition into my new familyhood. And I think it really did hit me a couple of days ago when it was my last day, because you're going to be starting your own family now. You're not going to be able to just hang loose and do whatever you want and come and go as you please. So for some reason, everything just really hit home on Friday. I'm really close to my dog. I had to leave my dog with my parents. So that was bittersweet. He's been there for me for the past 4 years, through one of my roughest times in my life. So it was hard not bringing in this new transition with him. I will get him back soon, but just not as soon as I like. So that was just one big emotional roller coaster for me. I had the doctor's visits. I had 2 doctor visits last week, and one was with my OB, and the second one was with my ultrasound technician. So the OB, everything went really, really well. We always ask the right questions. That way we're not so surprised when things happen. That day I had got Braxton Hicks in the morning time, and you'll start to get them, they say, at 28 weeks. And I'm sorry I didn't say earlier, but I'm 28 weeks right now, almost 29. So I'm in my 3rd trimester, and you start to get these Braxton Hicks, and when I got it, I was just like, please don't tell me that this is like preterm labor or whatever. It was kind of scary, but it's just heartening in the stomach, and really, really tight feeling. So there are contractions, but they're Braxton Hicks contractions. They're not harmful. And then you're just more aware that, okay, my body's doing the right thing. The baby is positioning itself, probably moving down head first. So it's actually confirmation that you're getting these things. So when I tell my doctor that that's what I was getting, he was very happy. He just wants me to notify him if anything more, serious happens, like spotting, really spotting. This is main thing, or if the contractions are so close and so frequent, then he wants me to communicate that with him. So the doctor was doing really, really well. I always ask about my weight. It's funny because I always ask about that. It's like my first question. How's my weight? So he actually thought that I was underweight when I asked him that. He goes, well, I think you're underweight. And I go, no. There is no way that I could be underweight. Like, I've already gained 40 pounds, you guys, and from my start weight. And so I'm telling him that, and he's looking back in the charts, and he's like, oh, you have gained 40 pounds. And he's like, but you gotta understand, Jasmine, you're well into your third trimester now. You're not gonna gain any more weight besides water weight, if that, and you're having twins. So still my weight gain is for like a singleton birth. So he's still kind of saying I'm underweight because of those reasons. So when he says that, I'm like, so what are you telling me? Like, I need to eat more? Like, what's going on? Because I've been eating, and I'm like, I'm starving myself. I'm just, I don't eat fatty foods. I don't eat weight gainers. I don't do that. I just don't. And what I mean by weight gainers, I mean like heavy pastas, a hamburger every other day. What else? Just things that are very heavy and starchy. I don't really dip and dive into those foods that often, so that's probably why my weight gain isn't like that. So I really didn't take it as a, sorry, I'm checking my phone. I really didn't take it as a negative, to be honest. Just then we didn't have our ultrasound yet, so I wanted to make sure that my babies were growing okay, and that's what his main concern was too. Like, your weight gain is fine as long as your babies are growing fine and breathing, well, producing right. Not so much breathing yet, but just producing fine. So, and then my ultrasound wasn't until like 3 days later. So in that 3-day time frame, every day I'm thinking to myself, not really telling people at all, oh my God, I just hope my babies are growing right, because if I'm underweight, you know, they might be underweight, you know. So we get to our ultrasound technician, and you know, we're always happy to see the babies and everything, and I'm really just looking forward the technician to tell me the weight gain. So long story short, she tells me twin, might be backwards, but I know she tells me twin A is like 2 pounds and 5 ounces, and B is 2 pounds and 7 ounces. So they're really neck to neck, and they're growing perfectly according to the growth chart of twins. So they gave me an estimated due date, and that is October 2nd. And that's 2 weeks before your full term actual date for twins. So if they don't come on their own by October 2nd, I will be induced probably that day, or the next day. And I don't want to get induced. I just don't want to. I just want them to come naturally, and everything is perfect, you know. But things don't always work out as you plan them, but I hope this does. So they did give us a 3D pictures, and they gave them to us before, but we couldn't get like twin B's full face in the first 3D pictures, which was like a month ago. So now we got some better ones, and you can see this is twin A and this is twin B. Those are my girls, and to me they look identical. I don't know, maybe that's just me. They're starting to look really identical to me. Fraternal really runs in my family, but we have like one other set of identical twins. We have 5 sets in my family. Mine would be the 6th. out of 5, 1 is identical, and they're girls. Out of the 5, 4 are fraternal, boy girl, boy girl. So I don't know, maybe it's a trend. Maybe they'll be identical like the other identical girls in our family from generations ago. So that's about the doctor visits. They went really, really well. So after I was done with that, it really relieved a lot of stress off of me for labor wise. And just my babies. It just relieved a lot of stress. So I always try to talk to people that are close to me and tell them what's going on with me, and that is just so I can have support. And I think that's so important. I know people shut themselves down and don't open up to people as much as they should. So I really try my best to talk to my family and my friends. And when I say friends, I mean close friends and even co-workers that I consider close friends. So long story short about that, just me talking to the 2 people all the time. I got a book from one of them, and it's called Double Time. That's the book. And this book is like a top seller about twins and raising twins. And it's a mom that didn't have a big support system, middle class woman, and she was scared to have twins and had all these anxiety issues. And she didn't, back when she had her twins, there was no YouTube blogs, you know. There wasn't anything for our social networking goes to help her with overcoming these feelings about having twins. So she wrote a book. The book is so far so good. So I really encourage people to get this. It's called Double Time, once again, and it's by Jane Roper. Jane Roper, Double Time. I'm sure you can find that anywhere, in any bookstore. Last but not least, I had a birthday yesterday. Yay! I turned 28. I don't care about telling my age. I turned 28 years old, and it was beautiful. I had such an amazing time. I got flowers, gifts, just tons of love, an amazing dinner with family and friends. So it was really a good day from start to finish, and I really just owe it all to my other half. He made it all happen for me, treating me like the queen that I am. So I'm a Leo, so we think of ourselves as royalty, and he did it. And so it was a really good time. Okay, now going on to my basic topics. Hopefully that was quick. So health. My health was fine. Like I said, my doctor thinks I'm underweight. I think I'm going in the right way, but he does want me to just, continue to eat how I am and maybe slow down on my exercise, probably. So I have done that. Mood. My mood was okay. I had up days and then I had my down days. And I think overall, this might have been like one of my toughest weeks for emotions. And that's just dealing with family issues and then new work. Just regular life to life. So my mood was moderate. I mean, it wasn't like completely, horrible, but it wasn't completely amazingly, phenomenally great either. So hopefully next week will go really well, and I know it will, because I'm going to say it will. Exercise, I laid off a lot. I really think I worked out like one day last week, if that. Like seriously. And that is too just because I am getting bigger, so I'm limited on what I can do. So I'm just making sure that I do consistently walk, drink water, And I really want to take up swimming in the next week or two. I want to start swimming more to alleviate pressure and stress on my back, and hopefully I can get time to do that as well. So, like I said, this week wasn't so amazing, but it wasn't so bad. I'm just happy for the good news that I did get about my children, and looking forward to moving on to always receiving good news. I know my maternity leave starts at the end of August, and then I'll have 4 weeks of leave prior to birth, and then my maternity leave will start after that. So I'm gonna do a quick belly shot because I always forget to do these like all the time. So I'm gonna try to do one right now. So here we are. This is the side view, and this is the front. Other side. So I don't know how many inches I am, but I know I'm bigger. And I know that, oh, they're both heads down. They are. I want to say that too. So twin A is like all the way heads down, like she wants to come, and then twin B is like something like this. That's what they look like, which is really good. I hope they stay like that. But I feel like because they are like this, that twin B, my stomach is like lopsided. Like twin B is like all the way on my right side. Like it's weird. It's like lopsided. But that is it. That's all I have to talk about right now. I just encourage you guys to always think about what I talked about. Try to make it relative to yourself. Like, hey, am I having stress levels this week? Am I finding time to do stuff for me? Am I talking to people about some of the things that are on my mind? Just think about stuff like that, and I know it'll always help in your pregnancy and helping you become the best mom to be. So with that said, I'm going to end here so I don't want to go too long. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys when I'm 29 weeks in like 5 days or so. Okay, bye.